So I've done these videos a lot in the past, but I'm officially going to make this a new series. So you are witnessing the debut episode of a brand new series here on this YouTube channel, and that is CPR. So this is CPR episode number 1. And if you don't know, CPR stands for crack, press, and regrade. That is where you take an existing graded magazine in a slab, you crack it, C, you press it, P, and then you regrade it, R, CPR. Okay, let's hopefully never have to do that explanation again. Like I said, I've done a lot of these. I've got a massive stack that I'm going to cross over, crack, press, and regrade, and cross over to PSA. So there's going to be a lot of these coming in the future. Today, we're going to be looking at one from one of my customers, and let's just get right to it, because it's a banger. Vintage. Yeah, Roberto Clemente. Very first Sports Illustrated cover. It's beautiful, 6.5. Came out on July 3rd, 1967. Of course, Clemente played his whole career with the Pirates. And I think you see this a lot when athletes pass during their playing days. And Roberto Clemente was pretty much at his peak when he passed away. He was born in Puerto Rico, came to the United States, became a Major League Baseball player, was always very involved in charitable organizations in Puerto Rico. And in December 1972, nasty earthquake in Puerto Rico. And so Clemente, loaded up a bunch of planes full of supplies and flew down there, and unfortunately, on December 31st, 1972, one of those planes crashed right after takeoff, and he was killed right in the prime of his career. And so there's always been this great mythology about Roberto Clemente. He was such a great player, struck down in his prime, and only appeared on one Sports Illustrated cover. And this is it. This is my customer, Greg. Greg, shout out to you. Thank you for letting me do this. I will tell you, I cautioned Greg, because a lot of people will send me these to do a CPR, and I'll take a close look at it and let him know my opinion. And I told my customer, Greg, I said, look, I think 50-50 at best that we can pop this above 6.5. He's like, you know what? Don't care. I believe in you, Jim. Let's do it. Come on. Let's see what you can do. So let's get started. Going to crack this slab. Going to clean it, press it, send it in to get regraded, and hopefully we can at least get a little bit of bump off of that 6.5. So let's get going.
All right, the magazine's been cracked. I've taken it out of the soft inner sleeve. I know I sound like a broken record with this, but here's the slab label. You know what I'm not going to do with this? I'm not going to throw it in the trash, because only a jackass throws it right in the trash. No, be a good human being. I'm going to mail this back to CGC so they can update and get a more accurate reflection and count in the census. So what I do is I wait until I get, a stack, 10 or 15 of them, pop them in an envelope, address it to CGC, I put attention census on there, and I mail it back to them. Real simple and a real non-jackass move, so that's what you should be doing. All right, let's take a look at this piece and see what we can find. Okay, so we're going to start here, and you're going to see, obviously, we're going to have some problems, and that's, spine tick that breaks color. It's pretty deep. That means you're never going to fix this 100%. You're still going to get spine stress lines that'll go out into the cover even with it. That's just because the paper's been damaged so much. You see plenty of those running all down the side. Got a little bit of a bend there. Okay, right here we'll get some improvement. Kind of a light crease there. Some light bending on the corner. Lots of finger bends all up of this on this color part here. Finger bends. Regular bends, it's just riddled with them. There's a good one right there. Corner's pretty good. You'll see, I'll show it to you in a second, just some waviness here along the top. Don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there's just some overall general dirt all over this. Going to be tough to get that out, I think, on a vintage issue. Look right there. You get some dirt. Hopefully we can improve that a little bit. That's a crease that breaks color, so that's going to get flattened out but not fixed. Just a little bit of dirt here, a little bit of bending along the edge. Right there, a little bit of a bend. Got a little finger bend right there. You can see it better from this angle there. You can see that white line. That is broken color. Nasty fingerprint there. Now this issue is over 50 years old, so it's going to be really tough for me to get that one out. Do have a bit of a crease right there. Man, I have got my work cut out for me on this one. This is a 6.5. I'm trying to get a CPR bump on it. Time to get to work.
It's been cleaned. It's been pressed. Let's take a look and see how good of a job we did.
Spine ticks came out pretty nice. Still lots of permanent damage there. Had some bends in here. Those came out clean. This corner, holy cow, that looks so much better. So much better. You remember all those finger bends that we saw all along here? Those are gone. This crease right there looks a lot better. The waviness at the top is gone. What I'm thrilled with is how that dirt came off, mostly in that yellow section there. That looks dramatically better. Nasty crease still there. Couple little bends came out. Had some dirt in this area, looks better. Had a crease there, that looks better. There's a bend there, but the highlight, in my opinion, remember that nasty fingerprint that was sitting there? Man, those can be really difficult to get out sometimes. Took a lot of work, a number of different techniques, but that fingerprint came out, and this one is looking pretty darn good.
If you remember when we started, it was a 6.5. I said it's a 50-50 chance that we're going to get this to bump to anything higher than 6.5. I'm really happy with a lot of the flaws that I was able to clean up on this. My new grade projection on this, 7.0. Fingers crossed on this one.